Let me ask you something real quick, right? For folks, kind of including myself as well too, right? Rookies coming into wine.
Yeah.
Why is it important to do the motion? Why is it
the
important
swirl?
to smell? Yeah.
It's not that. I mean, I guess it's a habit for me. So it's like wines have all these compounds in them, and when you swirl the glass, it kind of makes them all knock into each other, and so those the aromas come out more. So that's why you see people do that. They swirl around, and then they smell it because it just gets a little. So if you were to like smell it, and then swirl it, and then smell it again,
you could tell the difference.
Yeah, it's a bit more. Yeah.
Okay, we're getting we're getting the facts here. I love it. South End, what I like to think of the best neighborhood in all of Boston. Sure, you have Dorchester, sure you have Back Bay, Seaport, Eastie, but South End, this is the place. So many amazing restaurants, amazing neighbors, but to me, what makes this place what it is, the diversity and people caring for the neighborhood. Today, we at Neighborhood Wines. We're speaking with Spenser, who owns Neighborhood Wines here, Spenser Payne. And we're gonna dive into his story, dive into his background, why he chose to open up here in the South End, get a little bit into his next endeavors as well. And we're gonna drink some wine as well. Come on in.
We got kind of break it up. We got red wine over here, white wine and bubbles. We got a little orange wine section, but the thing is really just try to cover all the bases. We got Italian wine, we got Japanese wine, Austria, Lebanon, Croatia. The goal is to really kind of highlight places from all over the world and farmers that are, doing stuff the right way, right? Everybody's growing things with intention and taking care of the earth. They're not adding chemicals to the soil, and then they're picking the grapes, and there's nothing else going into it.
What's your favorite right now?
Man, I get asked that a lot.
Top three.
It's tough, man. Yeah, it's tough because I drink everything. I got a producer, this new producer. So she typically makes Chablis, but her and her partner started this project where they're kind of highlighting the Mediterranean climate, so they're getting stuff from like southern France, even into like Sicily, and this is a kind of a light red wine made from Carignan that's just really beautiful, like really elegant. So this is definitely one that I've been kind of high on recently, but I could go forever on wines, man. I like it all.
What's one that people tend to really go for a lot when people come in here, or like even a region, like what people usually go for?
I mean, I think like in general, red wine, people kind of gravitate towards the side of the room. Like red wine is just for whatever reason more popular. So I'm trying to push people towards the other side because I love white wine. But then I think popularity, it's stuff that people are kind of accustomed to. So words, like Sancerre, Pinot Noir, like these kind of famous grape varieties that people recognize and are kind of comfortable with. Because I think sometimes people can feel intimidated when they walk into a wine store. Or just with wine in general, because it's kind of seen as this like thing that you're supposed to know about, but like shouldn't be the case. Like, so we try to make it a little more casual, a little more just like I'm happy to talk to people and give them recommendations, and at the end of the day, just make wine feel welcoming as it should.
Do you think labels play a role in like people choosing?
100%, yeah. And I think they should. You know what I mean? Like, especially there's all these bottles on the shelf. Like how if this isn't what you do, how are you supposed to know what all of it is? And so it's like, it's fair. That's how I used to shop before I really knew what I was looking at was like, okay, this wine's got, you know, they put some effort into the label.
This one right here too. This looks
yeah,
really
that's what
cool.
I'm saying. It's just like a lot of these people now too. I think they're kind of realizing like it matters. It's what kind of gets people's eyes on the bottle, and I think it's important. So yeah, I think the label it matters, and like it doesn't necessarily mean the wine's gonna be good in the bottle, but I think it's kind of my theory that like people that are putting attention into the label are also like putting it into the so
absolutely.
I think it matters.
Yeah, and how do you decide like who you work with? Like I think it's a big thing, right? Like you want to make sure you're bringing in quality.
It was a lot bigger thing than I realized it was gonna be before I opened the shop. You know, I have a philosophy where I'm focusing on like, you know, natural wines made kind of with no chemicals, no interaction or intervention, but it's also stuff where it's like I'm trying to cater to all tastes and flavor profiles and people's, you know, super classic people and like real kind of fun, unconventional stuff and the whole spectrum of prices and regions from all over the world. So with that in mind is like, you know, I work with certain distributors and importers that are focused on that type of wine in general, and then it's just like we're tasting wine constantly. Like almost every day I'm like tasting.
Really?
Yeah,
that's
it's
amazing.
It's a lot.
I'm gonna ask you, how do you do it, man?
It's a lot. You gotta spit it out.
You have to, right?
Main thing. You have to spit it out. But yeah, I mean, it's like just tasting, and like I travel, you know, I love to travel, so I get to visit a lot of these folks. So that kind of helps paint, you know, the picture for me, and I'm just amazed by what these people can do. And it's their life. It's like they pour so much of their life into it. It's not just a job for them, it's kind of their whole life. So I'm just like amazed. And it's like these people are like gods. Yeah. And then you meet them and they're regular people. So,
regular folks.
Cool.
It's just their thing that they do. It's just their job, right? You know?
So last night we had Emily Fernwood from Osa Major Wines. She was here pouring some of her wines for folks in the shop. And these were a couple of my favorites from the lineup. This first one is a white wine from a grape called Semillon. And it's called Gold in the Hills because I guess these vineyards were planted on old hills where like the gold rush was really like a big part of the gold rush, and you could still kind of see little flecks apparently is what she was saying in the dirt.
Amazing, no way.
But yeah, it's just really like, this is one of her newer wines, and I hadn't had it until last night when she was pouring, and I was like really, this one really stuck out. It's just like really beautiful, kind of elegant. Yeah. Yeah, it's got like some body to it, but it's super fresh, like real nice acid. Just tastes good, you know?
That tastes really good.
Yeah.
Wow.
It just tastes good.
That's amazing.
And then this is the kind of opposite end of the spectrum as far as like kind of a little bit fuller body red wines. This is a Syrah. And Syrahs can be, especially from California where it's really hot. Yeah. It can be like really overripe and really like intense. This one, she kept it really fresh and nice. It's really, real pretty. Tasting amazing on day 2 also, which is like can be a trick where people aren't adding preservatives and stuff into the wine. Sometimes after they're open they won't last as long, but these are like holding up really beautifully. You know, it's made from grapes and only grapes, but so many other like flavors and smells come out of these things, like some Syrah. There's like that like deep red grape kind of component, but then you have like a little like savory kind of gaminess. A little pepper sometimes. With Syrah can be like really intense and meaty, but this one's fresh, and you get those like red fruits that really pop.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's wonderful.
It's just like, cheers to Emily, man.
Cheers, for real. She killed this, Emily, for real. That is wonderful. Yeah, man, I want to dive a little bit more. So like, tell me about your background. Tell me about, you know, we talked a little bit before when we came in, like from Seattle, you know, came here for school, baseball. Now we have neighborhood wines, right?
Yeah.
Like, so tell us everything.
Yeah, I grew up playing baseball, and I came out to Boston to play baseball at BC, and then kind of just like going back to real life where it was like, you know, baseball came to a close, and I was personal training, and then just like, it was travels that really kind of brought me to wine, where, you know, a friend of mine and I were overseas and at this place, and I was like, I heard of this natural wine thing, but what is it? I was interested, and then the Som there just like really was gentle with us, right? Because he could have like brushed us off and been like, "But these kids," but he just like took us on this journey, and it just blew me away, and I really made me want to just keep diving deeper into it.
Yeah.
And the more I did, the more I just kind of realized how special this world was, where these people, it's just like this big community. It didn't feel so corporate or competitive, where like maybe the other side of wine can be, where it's just like big business. That's all that matters, is how many bottles you can churn out and how much money you can make. This side of things just felt really special, and yeah, I just wanted to keep going deeper. And then it was a hobby that kept growing, and you know, wine bar was kind of always in my head. And I had a friend who had a shop a couple doors down, and when she closed that, my now wife was like, wine shop? Yeah. And that kind of got the wheels going, and started looking, and found this spot, and just decided to make the leap. And it's been fun.
Why is community important, right? Like, it's something that's huge on community as well, but
yeah, it's just, I think that's what it's all about. It's like connecting with people, and you know, people that are your neighbors, people that are from other places. It's just like bringing folks together, and that's what wine is. Yeah. You know, it's like brings people together. And so I think, yeah, that's kind of my main like priority, is just to like create community and maybe teach people a few things about what we're doing here. But the main thing is just like, yeah, bringing people together, having fun, like enjoying life.
That's the best, man. That's the best. When people come in here, how do you want people to feel? We talked a little bit about it before, like creating that atmosphere, but how should people feel? And what's something that they should know when they come into Neighborhood Wines?
Yeah, I mean, I guess just feeling comfortable, right? Like walking in and knowing, like, we're not here to like try to one up you or know more than, you know, feel like you should know a certain level. It's just like, come in, enjoy yourself, maybe taste some wine if we're doing an event, meet other cool people that are interested in just like enjoying life. And yeah, I don't know, I think it's just important to like connect with people and spread love.
For sure. What's up next for Spenser, for Neighborhood Wines, on the endeavors?
Yeah, just want to keep it rolling with Neighborhood Wines. Like, we're kind of just feels like we're, you know, making good moves. And then we're opening a restaurant and wine bar later this year. So Mondo should be on the way. Watch out for Mondo.
South End.
South End, of course. But yeah, the vibe is just going to be sort of similar, where it's going to feel comfortable, kind of neighborhood spot. We're going to have a bar area and a nice dining room. So it's going to be like, come have a couple snacks and a glass of wine, or sit down and have dinner. And so yeah, we just want to bring something a little different, but should also feel familiar, you know, like that's the plan.
That's the goal. Yo, Spence, appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you guys.
100%.
Thank you, man.
Off the menu.